Hello and welcome to Ragnvald the Powerwork Builder. We're back with another video of the next 4 installments of the Fast Car Collection, 20 through 23. So, today's pack, we're going to be talking about the 71 Jensen Interceptor, which I believe was driven by Letty. And then we have the 95 RX-7, which was Han's car. And then we have a 73 Camaro RS Z28. For some reason, they didn't want to put the F-Bomb logo on the car, but it's the F-Bomb Camaro. And then we have Dominic Toretto's 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. So, first off, we'll take a look at the car. There's Letty's car. I always wondered what this car was when I saw it in the movie, but I didn't quite know what it was. And I'm still not really sure I know what a Jensen Interceptor is, other than just, seeing the car. I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen one, so I don't really know who makes it or whatnot, but maybe the magazine will tell us who the maker was. It's a pretty cute little car. I mean, I do like the paint color, and I do like the stripes on it. And, well, it is as old as me, so there's that. So, just try to tilt this just a little bit. That way you can see, still see the car sitting there. All right. So, here's our first article called "The Return of Letty." There's more about the article. Yeah, I haven't watched my Fast movies for a while, so I may have to watch a few of them again. It says, here's the article on the car. It says 66 to 76 was the year that they made the Interceptors. Let's see. The first Interceptors were sold in the UK with the steering wheel on the right. The second series was more international in outlook, and the US was the first overseas market. So they're a UK car, basically. Okay. Before they came over here, they were a UK car. That's cool. Well, they say that it says something about Jensen Motors, so maybe a guy named Jensen started the company. But I'll read all that later. Here's the beautiful tech sheet on that car. I wonder if any of these cars even still exist today, or if they're all gone. I mean, I know they had one for the movie, Um, but it'd just be kind of interesting to know if they still around. And there's the history of Jensen Motors. So that'd probably tell you about the company and whatnot. Yeah, it was started by some brothers, Alan, Rick, and Dick Jensen. So, some brothers developed the car. That's interesting. So, there's the last page. So that's all we got for that one. And of course, you know, the video is brought to you by Fanhome. It's not sponsored by Fanhome. It's just brought to you by Fanhome. I have to pay out of pocket for all these every month. So, not complaining, but they are very expensive to purchase. And you almost kind of need some deep pockets in order to afford these, because they kind of keep raising the price on them as of late, which isn't all that good. So our next car is Han's car from Tokyo. I believe that was the Tokyo Drift car. So that makes two Mazda, or that makes two RX-7s now that I've got. Because I got the Dominic Toretto one right here, and now I got this one. I've got two Honda S2000s. The only weird thing is, on the magazine it says FD, but on the car base it doesn't say that. But it says FD on this base over here, which kind of interesting. So there's our second car. And then there's our first article. And then here's the article on the car. The RX-7 Series 7 and 8. And then the tech sheet on the car. Now, I think it'd be kind of cool is for like a display, if you put like the tech sheet up with the car right below it. And then that'd be kind of a neat way of displaying, doing a display. And a little bit more of the magazine. And then the last page. And that's all we have for that one. So now we're on to our F-bomb Camaro, which I'm not exactly sure why Fanhome decided to not, put that logo on there. I mean, maybe they thought it was offensive or something. I'm not exactly sure, but I do remember a few years ago I was over in Illinois at one of the Oasis, and I actually saw this car when they had it at the Oasis, and it had the F-bomb logo wrote on the door, which was pretty cool. And I'm sure if you got an image of that graphic, I'm sure you could probably just add that graphic if you wanted to, but just a plain, simple, Camaro. Nothing all that special. It does have a pretty beefy little drag wing on the back. So there's that. My other Camaro is right here. My Yanko Camaro from Fast 2. There's the first page. There's the article on the car. I've never really been a huge Camaro fan. I mean, Camaros are cool. I mean, obviously Bumblebee from Transformers was a Camaro. But Camaros are nice cars. I'm just not a real huge fan of them. There's kind of the article on the first post-war Chevy models. And then there's the last page. And that does it for that car. Alright, so now our last car is our Plymouth Roadrunner from Dominic Toretto, which looks like this. And it was kind of a shame that he crashed us into Jason Statham's car and basically destroyed it. Now the other thing I have a weird quandary about is I just received this car, and you can see how it's got kind of a metallic-y brown paint, but yet I've got this collectible Roadrunner, And you can see it's got a gold paint. So which one is correct? I mean, they have two different paint colors. So I'm not sure which one is authentic and which one is, kind of made to look authentic. I mean, that is a nice color. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that is a nice color. But I absolutely love this color. So, and this paint versus this one is kind of the same thing with the Nissan up here. The bumper on it is kind of a light blue, whereas the bumper for the actual car that I'm building is like a lilac purple. So it's strange. All right, so here's our first article on the Roadrunner. It looks like it was only a 2-year production car. Says the Roadrunner, the Chrysler Group took advantage of yet unfilled niche in the market that a mid-sized muscle car with essential equipment costing less than $3,000. The first generation of the model was very short-lived, from 68 to 70, but was a success. The beep beep sound made by its horn was one of the most original of the time. The idea was so good that it was installed in the Dodge Super Bee. Mimi. There's our text sheet. It's kind of an interesting blue with the little Roadrunner stripe, if you can see that. It's got the little Roadrunner stripe on it. That's kind of neat. That's one thing that neither one of the two cars have, is that little fancy Roadrunner stripe. Yeah, it does say 440 on the hood. I was just checking yeah, it says 440 on the hood. But it says something else too right below it. I can't quite read. Oh, 440 6-barrel BBL. Okay. And then this one just says 446 on it. Interesting. Yeah, they pretty much look the same. I mean, the wheels are pretty much the same on both of these cars. They've got kind of that star pattern in the wheels, whereas this one doesn't have really that star pattern. So that's one thing that's a little bit different. But I almost wonder if you wanted to, if to put this little Roadrunner stripe. I wonder if you were a good enough, modeler, maybe you could add that little Roadrunner stripe to this. I wouldn't try to attempt it because I'd probably mess it up. But that little stripe does look cool. Yeah, 440 plus 6 is what it says on the car. So there's that. And there's our Fast 6 Superbird, which I got right here that we covered in a different issue. Ooh. 71 Roadrunner. Now that's cool. And yeah, 71 Roadrunner. It's cool. And then there's our last page. So that's all I got for cars. I did receive a free gift. I got a white Fast and Furious shirt. Obviously, I got this beautiful gray Fast and Furious shirt from eBay. So I don't know. I probably won't wear this one. I've got a Knight Rider shirt too that I don't really, care too much about. So anyhow, I do have the next pack of Eleanor coming. There's Eleanor's nose. I got the next pack of that on the way. I have the next package for the Nissan. It's on the way. So I got the next, 6 stages of that. And I'm still waiting on package 18 of the Dodge Charger. They were out of stock on one part, and then they got that part in, and then they fell out of stock on a different part. So I don't know when pack 18 will show up. I do have package 19 on the way for the Dodge Charger. So I've got 18 and 19 of the Charger, which is right up there. Like I said, I've got Eleanor coming. The next Eleanor. I got the next Nissan. So it won't be until next month that I get the next, Knight Rider. So, and I actually, if you can see, right up there, I added another shelf. So I put my my truck projects up there. That's what I've been working on in my spare time. It's a Peterbilt 359. So I did that, and then down here, that's a Mac that I built, and then I got my Optimus trucks down here. Later on, when I get one of the other cars a little bit more built, obviously I'll probably put it right there. I don't know. I'll see. I kind of like having the trucks there. It's kind of neat. Oh, anyhow, I guess that's all I got for today. Until I get something to build, I will have to say farewell for today. Thank you. I've been Ragnvald the Power Work Builder.